You were never meant to live a life of limits. You were meant to bend reality, to design a life so extraordinary, people call it impossible, until they see you living it. And that is what this journey is about. Because once you understand the principles of becoming limitless, you stop being a product of the world and start making the world a product of you. Right now, most people are living in invisible cages. They follow rules they never questioned. They chase goals they didn't choose. And they settle for a version of life that feels safe, but suffocates their soul. Vishen Lakhiani calls this the culturescape, the web of societal expectations, outdated beliefs, and invisible scripts that dictate what's normal. But here's the truth. Normal is not the same as true. The culturescape was built by people before you. And if you want to create a life that is extraordinary, you have to rise above it. This isn't about small improvements. It's about a fundamental shift, where you move from living in reaction to life, to consciously engineering it. In the next few minutes, you're going to learn how to identify and break free from the invisible rules holding you back. Upgrade your belief systems so they pull you toward your highest potential. Set goals so big, they scare you, and then make them your new normal. Step into a state where synchronicities, opportunities, and breakthroughs seem to happen effortlessly. This is the Becoming Limitless framework. And if you let it, it will rewrite what's possible for you. Part 1. The Culturescape. Escaping the Matrix. Imagine for a moment that you were born into a game, but no one told you the rules were made up. You were handed a list. Go to school, get good grades, get a stable job, buy a house, retire at 60, and somewhere in between, maybe you'll find happiness. The problem? These rules were designed for a different time, by different people, with different priorities. Vishen calls these brules, rules. Rules that don't serve your deepest potential, but you follow them because you think you have to. Here's the truth. Every great innovator, creator, and leader you admire broke the brules. They questioned why at every step. They refused to let society's limitations define them. First step to becoming limitless: audit your life for brules. Ask yourself, is this belief mine, or was it handed to me? Does this rule serve my vision, or keep me small? Once you start questioning, cracks appear in the culturescape. And through those cracks, light gets in. Part 2. Consciousness Engineering. Breaking free from brules is step 1. Step 2 is upgrading your inner operating system. Think of your mind like a smartphone. It comes preloaded with apps, beliefs, habits, thought patterns, installed by parents, teachers, society. Some are useful, but many are outdated, full of bugs, and slowing you down. Consciousness engineering is about choosing your mental apps. It's about adopting empowering models of reality, beliefs that expand what's possible, and combining them with systems for living that make those beliefs real. For example, if you adopt the belief, everything is figure-outable, your mind starts looking for solutions instead of problems. If you pair it with a system like daily problem-solving journaling, suddenly challenges become stepping stones. Vishen says, don't just upgrade your skills, upgrade the software of your mind. Part 3. The Power of Vision. Most people set goals for what they think they can get, not for what they truly want. Why? Because they confuse means goals with end goals. A means goal is, I want to get into a good college. I want to make 6 figures. I want to buy a house. These are fine, but they're not the point. The point is the end goal, the feeling and experience you ultimately want. End goals sound like, I want to wake up excited every day. I want to travel and explore the world. I want deep, loving relationships. When you focus on end goals, you give your brain freedom to find limitless paths to get there, instead of locking yourself into one route. So ask yourself, if no one judged you, if failure was impossible, what would you really want? That's where your limitless vision begins. Part 4. Bending Reality. Here's where it gets mystical. Vishen talks about a state called bending reality, where your inner world and outer world seem to sync perfectly. You're so aligned with your vision, so in love with the process, that life starts delivering opportunities faster than you can chase them. In this state, work feels effortless. The right people and ideas show up at the right time. You're living in a blend of happiness now and excitement for the future. The secret? Stop postponing happiness until you arrive. Feel happy now while moving toward your vision. Gratitude for the present plus excitement for the future equals bending reality. If this is already sparking something in you, imagine what your life could look like if you actually applied it. Don't just listen. Choose one brule to break this week. Small shifts compound into transformations. Part 5. Becoming Extraordinary. The final shift is identity. You don't just do extraordinary things. You become the kind of person who naturally attracts and creates them. This means surrounding yourself with people who lift your vision, not limit it. Building habits that pull you toward your goals without constant willpower. Speaking to yourself as the person you're becoming, not the person you were. When your beliefs, systems, vision, and emotions align, you stop chasing success. You embody it. Here's the truth. The limits you've been living with were never real. They were hand-me-down thoughts. And the moment you decide they no longer serve you, they dissolve. You are not here to play small. You are here to bend reality, rewrite the rules, and live a life so expansive that it becomes a permission slip for others to do the same. The journey to becoming limitless isn't about changing who you are. It's about remembering who you've been all along. So, are you ready?